Om Shanti and good afternoon. My name is Sandhya and I will be with you for the next 15 minutes for this afternoon's Power Boost. The topic for today is peace of mind. Rumi, a noted 13th century Persian poet, as most of you may know, once said, "Silence is the language of God, and all else is poor translation." Anytime I talk about silence or peace, I'm reminded of this saying that the language of gods, the language of spirits, is silence. And it's very interesting that in Hindi, the word we use for this is Shanti. And Shanti means both. It means peace and it also means silence. Many of you may also know this mythological story, right? Where they talk about the time when gods were creating the earth. They created the oceans, the seas, the planets, the stars, sun and moon. And then they created men and women. So when the human beings came on the planet, they sat there very pleased with what was created. And then they realized that they had missed out one thing, they've forgotten one thing. And that was the key to the most precious treasure that human spirits hold. So they talk about the discussion they had amongst themselves. One of them said, let's put it on the moon. Someone else said, let's put it at the deepest point of the ocean. But then the head of the gods said, no, wherever you put these, they will find them. Let us put it inside their own hearts. And let's watch them find it. So today, we are going to explore this same thing. Why am I telling you this story? Because most of us, when we talk about peace, we're talking about something that we can get from the external. We're looking for a place, a space, a person, someone who can give us this peace of mind. But today we're going to do a little exploring to see that this peace of mind is deep within ourselves. Look at the world today, right? 7.5 billion people. And each one of us, we are searching for peace. That means none of us have full and complete peace. How many times have you heard people say, I want peace of mind? Because that is what the human mind is searching for right now. So as the story aptly says, we have been searching for it everywhere. We've been asking everyone, trying to find it everywhere. But we haven't looked in the most plausible space that is within ourselves. And why do we want this peace of mind? Because when there is no peace, without peace, there cannot be stability. When the mind is not peaceful, everything around us appears to be very chaotic. Everything around us, it seems like there is something negative in everything because the mind is on an overdrive. So let's take a few minutes to look at peace and find peace. That is our lunch power booster today. And of course, as we've already said quite a few times, we really can't look for it outside. Stable peace of mind that renews me, that gives me strength and energy, and the capacity and the capability to handle things in life lies deep inside me. And I don't know, it's not that we find it once in life and we have it and that's it. I need to find this every day. I need to go deep within myself and find this peace. Not just every day, every moment if I can. Anytime I feel that there is peacelessness, I need to be able to go within myself and find this peace. Not just in nature, not just when you are in a beautiful place, beautiful garden, but at all times, be it at work, be it at home, be it in a party, be it in a shopping complex, wherever I am, this peace that is deep within me is accessible to me. So, what is this peace? Peace is a quiet mind, a mind that is under my control, and a mind that can be still. Usually, when we talk about silence, it is not having words, right? That is the physical silence. There is no sound, there is no noise, there are no words. But when we talk about peace of mind, it's a space where the mind can be still. And it doesn't have to create thoughts, it doesn't want to create. And it's not a mind that's jumping from one place to the other like a monkey, but a mind that can just stay still. When I do this in silence, when I try to go deep within myself, it is possible to actually become the master of my own mind. And once I become the master of my own mind, just like when I'm the master of my tongue, when I don't want to say something, I can just stop. I can be quiet. It is also possible to make the mind quiet. And why do we want to do this? Just like when you speak a lot, there is a lot of loss of energy. In the same way, when there are too many thoughts, unrelated, confused, all over the place, the mind loses its energy. But when you can keep the mind quiet, the mind can recharge. And when the mind can recharge, the soul can also recharge. And what happens when you recharge? Just like when you recharge a phone, you will find the strength. You will find the strength to handle anything, to take care of anything, to move forward from anywhere. So it is this calmness, this space of not having any disturbance in my thoughts or my feelings. This is what we call peace of mind. It allows me to become a master of my own mind, but also it makes me a master of any situation, because no situation can influence me when I can be in that space. So, like the story says, if I have found this peace, if I have found this stillness within me, I have found the greatest treasure. Peace is a quality of my inner being. Peace is my strength. And each one of us, we are beings of peace. So for the next few minutes, if you're okay with it, let's do a little practice of how do I experience this peace. One single method. There are many ways of getting there, but today we will take a few minutes to look at one practice of how do I bring this peace of mind into myself anywhere I am, whatever time, whatever place, whatever surrounding. How do I bring about this peace within me? Just one little practice. Yeah. So begin. Make sure you're seated in a relaxed way but alert. Make sure your head, your neck, and your spine are aligned straight. When you do that, the energy passes very easily within the body. So let's begin this practice. Visualize yourself in a landscape, in a space that you associate with peace and joy. It could be your prayer room. It could be a place where nature is very beautiful and you came closest to that space of peace. It could be a place of worship. or it could just be your living room, anywhere where you have previously experienced a state of peace or you associate with peace. It's very important to start in a place that you already associate with peace because the experience are already there in the spirit. And I say a temple or a place of worship because it's a place where you have felt close to God, the divine. So imagine yourself sitting quietly and peacefully in this space. Whatever that space, allow the full beauty of the place to penetrate and inspire your every sense. For my own self, this space was a catechism room in the convent where I did my graduation. So it could be any space, but just a space where you felt it. Allow the beauty, the simplicity of this place to penetrate you. Recall the colors, the lights, what you were surrounded by. Remember as much as possible all the details of the space where you experienced this moment of peace. If you vividly bring all of this back to your memory, it should feel exactly like you are sitting in that space. Now remember slowly how you felt when you were in this space. What was the feeling? What was the experience? As you are beginning to feel it, you have reached a space of peace. Now, right in front of you and above you, invoke the image of the divine that is closest to you. It could be just light, or it could be any image that you connect with the divine. Imagine the divine appearing in front of you and right above you, just there as you look up with your eyes. The name or form are not important. All that's important is your deep love and faith for this being, your belief in its truth, the power and the goodness and the love of this divine being for you. If you don't have any image, just visualize light. Try and invoke the presence of this divine light in your life. As you feel the presence right in front of you, a little above, look up. And open your heart to this being. Slowly try and connect. Speak without any fear, as if you're speaking to your parent or your friend. You don't have to use the most beautiful words or impactful words. You just have to be true and allow it to come from your heart. Because the divine already knows what is in your heart. Speak out and share whatever is deep in your heart. Anything that bothers you, anything of darkness, just allow it to pour out to the divine being in front of you. Tell the divine what is worrying you, what is causing the fear. And as you speak, feel the divine being emitting strong light that brings waves of peace towards you. It is as if the divine light is embracing you with peace and with love, unconditional love, not based on what you are or what you have done, but just because you belong to the divine. Pour out everything in your heart and allow the light to enter you. See the light coming through and filling your heart, your being, your eyes. Let the light enter every cell in your being. Allow the light to heal you and bring you back to full life, to a space of complete peace and love, quiet, untouched. Feel yourself filled with peace from head to toe. Just peace emanating. And as you feel completely peaceful, create a thought that you want to share this peace with everyone in the world who is suffering, who is feeling pain or in need of peace. Stay in this for a moment. Om Shanti.